Hello Librans, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess, here to do your weekly reading for the 20th to the 26th of August. If you would like a personal reading or you want to find out just a little bit more about me, I am all over social media, so by all means go and look for me. If the reading doesn't resonate with you, I don't take it personally. You'll find another reader that resonates with you for sure. And make sure you check out the other star signs like your moon, your rising or ascendant, and your Venus, because very often they will resonate with you. So Libra, I'll just give these a bit more of a shuffle. What's coming up for you in the next week? I'm using the Ciro Marchetti cards, which are the ones that look like that. Beautiful cards, and they are my favourite, so I use them for a lot of readings. Okay, Libra, Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, sorry guys, I'm just trying to sit these. I feel like my tripod walks around on its own when I'm not here. So we have the Ace of Cups first, and the Ace of Cups has come out reversed. It's funny because I've been getting a lot of the love cards coming out in reverse today, so I'm not quite sure what's going on for people. The Ace of Cups can mean a couple of things. I mean, it obviously can mean that you've fallen out of love, or you're no longer, your cup is not full, you've exhausted your love. It could mean that you're waiting for love and it's not quite ready. I often think with, cards in reverse that they come out this way just because they're not quite ready for us yet. So it could be that there is love coming in, but it's just not quite with you yet. Okay, and then we have the Ace of Swords. What a way to go, Libra. 2 aces straight out the gate. The Ace of Swords has come out. I really feel that love can't come to you until you've spoken a truth, or till somebody's spoken a truth to you. It feels like it's on its way, and although we'd like to think it happens in the next week, it could take longer. But what's happening here, it's like there is love for you, but something has to be said before it can come to you. Some truth has to be exposed or spoken of. It could mean that love's coming to you and you don't know who's bringing it, but the person who's bringing it's going to declare love. It could mean that you've had to cut some sort of love out of your life. Quite frankly, the fact that they're both upside down says to me that it's possible that you did have love around, but for whatever reason, you've had to cut it out to move on. But certainly getting 2 aces straight away like that's pretty awesome. Okay, then we have the Knight of Swords, and now this says to me for sure that there's some sort of truth that needs to be spoken here. For some unknown reason, the cards are coming in upside down, so it's not quite where it needs to be yet. So it's still got a bit of work to be done. Now, if this is you going into to declare your love for someone else, it could be that you're not quite ready. You haven't got your plan straight. You're thinking on it. You're still just not 100% sure how you're going to do this or how you're going to approach it. You certainly want to, because the Knight of Swords says to me, no matter what here, you're going to go forward with this. Okay, so it's definitely on your radar. But it just isn't quite ready. It could be that you're still working through your nerves and trying to understand it. Now, if it's the other person, it could be they're doing the same thing. It could be that they're trying to work towards doing this with you and bringing this love to you and telling you a truth, and the truth could be that they're in love with you. Maybe you don't know that this person is, and maybe you're in love with someone else and they don't know that you're in love with them. But the world here, the world shows you completing a cycle. So for me, when I look at this, it looks to me like you're coming out of a time when you have either not experienced real love and you're finally feeling it for someone, or you're coming out of a time when you didn't feel confident about telling someone how you felt. It could be that you've been in love with this person for a while but haven't felt confident enough in coming forward. The world could signify that this cycle that's coming to an end could be around your self-perception, your confidence, your ability to see what it is you want and go for it. If we were to look at this in more of a career reading or more of a working reading, it could be that you finally decided what your love is. It could be that you've been doing a job that's been very different for a while, and now you're wanting to go out there and get what you want, and you're willing to speak up for that. And what you want is this Ace of Cups. So it could mean that you want to change careers, move into a career of your own, but you are moving towards this cup, and the world is looking at this now. So it's obviously something you're thinking a great deal on to bring yourself round to this cup that you want. And here you are wielding this sword, and here's a new start. And the Four of Swords. Okay, so you're coming out of this restful period. So you've obviously been thinking about it for a while. It's been something that's really been playing on your mind. You desperately want this new start. But you know in order to have this new start, you've got to speak this truth. Now, it could be a truth of just understanding what you want for yourself. So when I say a truth, it might mean that you're not actually speaking a truth. It might be moving forward with your own truth, understanding what it is you want and being, really focused on that particular thing. The King of Swords has come out in reverse here. And it could be that you are moving towards an air sign to tell them that you love them or what you want, or it could be that you're taking on this King of Swords in reverse. My concern is when the King of Swords comes upside down, very often he can be quite a manipulative character, a manipulative character, and it could be that you are feeling a little bit of this energy, because it doesn't feel like you would go towards this energy, quite frankly. I feel like you're getting in this energy at the moment. If you're going to tell someone you love them or you're going to move into a different area for a work, don't be in this energy. It's not a good energy. You need to be, direct. You need to be straightforward. You need to be honest. And I feel like this person isn't. So once you've made up your mind to go or what you want to do, don't take on this energy of not speaking truthfully or not being honest with your words or your feelings. Because I think you've put a lot of effort into thinking this out on which direction to go in. You need to be honest with yourself as well, because perhaps you're not being as honest with yourself as you could be. You want this new start. The desire here for this new start is evident. And it looks like you've taken the time out to think about this, think about what it is you want. It definitely looks like you've got that energy of understanding what direction you want to go in, and you want to start really badly. Just don't go in half-hearted. Don't go in, thinking you can just tell half the truth or, say half of what you want. If you're going to go for this, you need to go for this ace. You need to go in, like a bull at a gate and make sure that you're really honest about what it is you want. Because if you sit back just doing it half-assed like this, it's not going to work for you. So then we have the Five of Cups and the Nine of Wands in reverse. Why are you so fearful of moving forward on this? It's like you keep looking backwards and wondering if you've made the right decision or whether you need to think about it even more than you have. It's like you've got this energy with the King of Swords of procrastination. It's like you know what you want, but you're questioning it all the time. You're looking at it from every angle when it's not necessary. You already know what you want. We've got the Fool here. You know you want a new start. Four of Swords, we know that you've had a really good think about it, but for some unknown reason you're still questioning. So the Nine of Wands always talks about the wounded warrior, and this Nine of Wands has come out in reverse. And I feel like you're reluctant to do this. Now, if this is love, maybe you're reluctant to walk forward because of what's happened to you in the past. If it's a job, again, you might be reluctant. You might have lacked confidence in doing this because what's happened to you previously. You can't lack confidence. You really are heading in the right direction here. It's the end of a cycle. You can't hold back. Maybe you've never been very good at speaking up for yourself or recognizing what it is you want. And I can see here that you know it's what you want. Don't be looking back at the past and questioning moving forward. And you know, worrying about, you know, how you've managed things in the past and whether this is going to just end up being the same situation. Because, and I think this is why you've got the King of Swords in reverse too. It's almost like you're scared to go forward with it. You're scared of proceeding because you don't want to fail. Don't be scared, Libra. You've got it in the bag. You know what you want, go for it. Don't be sitting here looking back at the past thinking, what if this doesn't work? What if they don't love me? So what? So what? You face that when you come to it, but you can't not live in your truth and not do what you need to do. And card, Page of Cups. Okay, beautiful, because it looks like you will move forward with this offer. It does look like you're going to move forward with this offer, and it could possibly be with the King of Pentacles because I've got him on the bottom of the pack here. So it looks to me like you are going to move forward with this offer. Now, it's a page. So he's not a person who has a lot of action about him. He's going to do a little test run. He's going to stand in this truth, so you can turn that King of Swords up the right way. But what he's going to do is he's going to do a little offer first. You could be dealing with an air sign here, by the way, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, if this isn't your energy. But I feel like it's almost like you're going to go in and just dip a toe in first and see how that feels, and then tell the truth. But the very fact you're going forward with the offer says to me at least you stood in your own integrity, as it was, and moved forward on that. So that's really nice. What a nice outcome. So I'm glad that you're going to put your fears behind you, Libra, the fears of the past behind you, and make a fresh start by understanding that you need to follow yourself, follow your heart, follow your ideas, follow what you need, what you want. And the Karma card says to reconsider. Now's not the time. So this may be why that the cards are coming upside down. Maybe you're not quite ready yet. So make sure before you move forward on this that you are clear that you are ready to go. Because your cards are still upside down and the Karma card says, remember, reconsider, and now's not the time. So it may be that you need to consider or make sure that you're fully out of this energy of the Four of Swords before you move forward, that you're fully clear. But don't wait to do it. Make sure you do it, but just make sure you have all your ducks in a row before you move forward. Okay, Libra, that's your reading. Thank you.